Sahaja Yoga is a spiritual technique founded by Nirmala Srivastava, more widely known as Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi or as Mother by her followers, who are called Sahaja Yogas. According to the movement, Sahaja Yoga is the state of self-realization produced by kundalini awakening and is accompanied by the experience of thoughtless awareness or mental silence. Sahaja Yoga is not only the name of the movement, but also the technique the movement teaches and the state of awareness achieved by the technique. The movement teaches the belief that self-realization through kundalini awakening is a transformation which results in a more moral, united, integrated and balanced personality. History. Sahaja Yoga started in India and England, and there are now Sahaja Yoga centers in almost 100 countries worldwide. Srivastava charged no money, insisting that her lesson was a birthright which should be freely available to all. There can be no peace in the world until there is peace within, she said. The word Sahaja in Sanskrit has two components, Saha meaning with and Ya meaning born. A dictionary of Buddhism gives the literal translation of Sahaja as innate and defines it as denoting the natural presence of enlightenment or purity. And yoga means union or yoking and refers to a spiritual path or a state of spiritual absorption. According to a book published by the movement, Sahaja Yoga means spontaneous and born with you, meaning that the kundalini is born within us and can be awakened spontaneously, without effort. The term Sahaja Yoga goes back at least to the 15th century Indian mystic Kabir, and has also been used to refer to Surat Shabd Yoga. In 2000, the term Sahaja Yoga was trademarked in the United States by Vishwa Nirmala Dharma. Beliefs. Sahaja Yoga beliefs are seen by the organization as a rediscovered ancient knowledge that should be treated respectfully and scientifically, like a hypothesis, and if found by experiments as truth, should be accepted. Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi is considered to be an avatar by many of her followers and is a carrier of the divine presence, which leads some critics to find the organization as culty. Advanced concepts are not generally taught until a beginner is understood to have gained enough knowledge of their own subtle system through actual experience. Without direct experience of the meditation, some people have reported difficulties understanding or proceeding to the more advanced material. Sociologist Judith Coney, for example, reported facing a challenge in getting behind what she called the public facade. She described Sahaja Yogas as adopting a low profile with uncommitted individuals to avoid unnecessary conflict. Sahaja Yoga also states that spreading Sahaja Yoga techniques should be free for everyone. Judith Coney observed that the movement tolerates a variety of worldviews and levels of commitment, with some practitioners choosing to remain on the periphery. The subtle system, chakras, nadis and void. Sahaja Yoga believes that in addition to our physical body there is a subtle body composed of nadis and chakras. There is no biomedical evidence of chakras. Psychoanalyst Sudhir Kakka writes that Nirmala Srivastava's additions to this widespread traditional tantric model include giving it a scientific, neurological veneer, an elaboration of the health aspects, and an introduction of notions of traditional Christian morality. Nirmala Srivastava equates the Sushumna Nadi with the parasympathetic nervous system, the Ida Nadi with the left and the Pingala Nadi with the right sides of the sympathetic nervous system. Kundalini, self-realization and vibratory awareness. Sahaja Yoga believes that the chakras can be balanced by awakening the kundalini in the sacrum bone, which is conceived of as a normally dormant mother energy. Nirmala Srivastava has said that the kundalini is the reflection within us of the Holy Spirit or Adi Shakti. She has said that kundalini is the desire of God. and the desire of God is the Shakti, and that yoga is impossible without kundalini awakening. As the kundalini rises through these centers, the qualities of the chakras are said to begin manifesting spontaneously. Most illnesses are said to be a result of damage to the chakras, and kundalini is said to repair them. According to Sahaja Yoga, once the Sahasrara chakra is pierced by the kundalini, a person will feel a cool breeze on top of the head and or on the hands. The chakras and nadis are believed by Sahaja Yoga to have associated places on the hands. Sensations of heat or coolness in the hands, head and or body are used to make purported diagnoses of imbalances in the different chakras and nadis. These sensations are interpreted in Sahaja Yoga as indicating self-realization or an encounter with reality. The vibrations sensed are believed to be an objective divine energy that can even be caught on camera. A Sahaja Yoga belief is that upon self-realization, the practitioner may also experience thoughtless awareness. Organization. Vishwa Nirmala Dharma is the organizational part of the movement. It is a registered organization in countries such as Colombia, the United States of America, and Austria. It is registered as a religion in Spain. The organization is governed by the World Council for the Advancement of Sahaja Yoga, proposed in 2003 and formed the following year. In addition to directly promoting Sahaja Yoga, the Council promotes Sahaja culture, runs schools, a health center, a youth movement, and a project for the rehabilitation of destitute women and orphan children. Schools. The International Sahaja Public School in Dharamshala, founded in 1990, teaches around 250 international students annually and has accepted children from the age of 6. India is said to be free from harmful Western influences, and children benefit from what is considered to be a more favorable environment. The Shri P.K. Savkala Pratishthan is an Indian classical music and fine arts academy that was founded in Vaitana, India, in 2003. The Kabla Primary School in Italy was scheduled to open in September 2008, with the children attending the local village school in Roqueta Ligure. An international kindergarten was opened in Boratin, Czech Republic. A small kindergarten and primary boarding school was opened in Kanajihari, New York in 2004. As of 2006, it had an enrollment of 14 students from pre-kindergarten through grade 3. There has been of Sahaja Yoga School in Rome. Yuva Shakti. Sahaja Yoga's youth movement is called Yuva Shakti, from the Sanskrit words Yuva and Shakti. The movement is active in forums such as the World Youth Conference and Taking It Global, which aim at discussing global issues and ways of solving them. The Yuva Shakti participated in the 2000 Civil Society and AMP governance project, in which they were instrumental in reaching out to women from the poor communities and providing them with work. Vishwa Nirmal Premashram. The Vishwa Nirmala Premashram is a not-for-profit project by the NGO Vishwa Nirmala Dharma, located in Noida, Delhi, India. Opened in 2003. The ashram is a facility where women and girls are rehabilitated by being taught meditation and other skills that help them overcome trauma. Funding. The methods for practicing Sahaja Yoga are made available free of charge to those interested. According to the official Sahaja Yoga website, there is a fee for attending international pujas to cover costs and voluntary dakshina. According to author David V. Barrett, Shri Mataji neither charged for her lectures nor for her ability to give self-realization. nor does one have to become a member of this organization. She insisted that one cannot pay for enlightenment, and she continued to denounce the false self-proclaimed gurus who are more interested in the seeker's purse than the spiritual ascent. However, the movement had been criticized because of encouragement of its members to make donations to pay the travel charges for Mataji's visits to their respective countries. Cult allegations and refutations. Judith Coney found that most people who leave the movement voluntarily still had positive things to say about it, and described a discussion she attended regarding the level of secrecy within the group, in which Sahaja Yogas discussed the ways in which some of the beliefs were disguised when in contact with non-members as frank and revealing. A smaller group of ex-members have made complaints against the movement which have been reported in the press. In 2001, The Independent reported that certain ex-members say that Sahaja Yoga is a cult which aims to control the minds of its members. In 2005, The Record reported that some critics who feel that the group is a cult have started their own websites. A 2008 court case in Brussels ruled that Sahaja Yoga had been wrongly labeled as a cult by a Belgian state authority and awarded the group compensation. In 2013, De Morgan reported that the Belgian Department of State Security monitors how often politicians are contacted and lobbied by organizations. The list of organizations includes Sahaja Yoga, as well as Scientology and the Muslim Brotherhood. In 2001, The Evening Standard reported that Sahaja Yoga has been described as a dangerous cult and has a dissident website created by former members. The reporter, John Crace, wrote about an event he attended and noted that a Sahaja Yoga representative asked him to feel free to talk to whomever he wanted. He remarked, either their openness is a PR charm offensive, or they genuinely have nothing to hide. Quote, he proposed that one of the key definitions of a cult is the rigor with which it strives to recruit new members, and concluded that there was no aggressive recruitment squeeze. A 2001 Inform leaflet says that the emphasis on complete devotion has led to problems and controversy. There is a culture amongst a minority of Sahaja Yogas to believe that those who deviate in particular ways may be possessed by negativity, or may be said to be mentally abnormal. Those who fight the pressure to follow the guru's suggestions and radically change their lifestyle risk being expelled. It is claimed that this may bring problems for those who still believe in the power of the guru and fear losing vibrations. This expulsion is not enforced but is something understood socially, and other yogis are not expected to change the way they react to those who have been expelled. It is also not a permanent expulsion. There have been cases of returning Sahaja Yogas following brief periods out. David V. Barrett wrote that some former members say that they were expelled from the movement because they resisted influence that Mataji had over their lives. According to Barrett, the movement's founder's degree of control over members' lives has given rise to concerns. The Austrian Ministry for Environment, Youth and Family states that Sahaja Yoga regards Nirmala Srivastava as an authority who cannot be questioned.